Hi, friends. Welcome to Tabletop Tonight. I'm Ruel and this is what you played for the months of July and August 2024. This is a companion show that I do to Ruel's wrap up, where I talk about the games that I played, but I want to know about the games you played. And I'm here on BGG. By the way, I'm recording this live on Twitch, and we're being hosted by BGG, so thanks to them for doing that. And what I do is I ask folks viewing live what they're playing, but first I want to start with folks in my Discord community. So you can find links to that in the show notes below. Just click on that. Join our Discord community. It's a family-friendly, gaming mainly focus Discord community, but we also talk about our fur babies. We talk about sports ball. We talk about comic books, Legos, geeky and non-geeky stuff, photos and stories, and it's a really cool community. We do a lot of board game arena games there. We set up a bunch of board game arenas, so come on over and have some fun with us. Okay, we're going to start with a longtime supporter of the channel who I actually just got to see and meet at Gen Con. It was such a treat. Twin Flower. They played Loot, and I wanted to bring this up because this actually showed up on a bunch of people's lists, and I missed out on this at Gen Con. I think it got its release there. Loot, the company, who was it? Gigamic. This looks terrific. It is tile lane, right? And network building, things that I've talked about a bunch. Look at those cute little meeples. So yeah, I have no idea what this game is, but I'm interested. It looks like you're trying to connect, your similarly colored meeples, and you got all the different tiles there. I need to play this game. And Twin Flower, a bunch of folks put this in their list. So, folks, if you've played it, let me know in the comments below what your experience is with Loot. I can't wait to give it a shot. And I know it was a pretty big hit at Gen Con this year. So thanks for that, Twin Flower. Twin Flower said, though, that their game of the summer was Next Station Paris. So this is, was this the very latest one? I forget. I know there's been a couple of them. Let's see. Next Station London was the first. There's Tokyo. Yeah, so this is the new one. The newest one. Oh, they have a Paris Sports Edition. Oh, interesting. Obviously for the Olympics, right? But Twin Flower saying this is their game of the summer. This seems like my type of jam as well. I think I played Next Station London only on BGA. Probably with folks in the Discord community, and honestly, I didn't do that well. But what I like about this game, look at that designer, Matthew Dunstan. Huge fan of Matthew Dunstan's. Why don't we go to his page real quick on BGG? Click on designer page. He has done some of my favorite games. Guild of Merchant Explorers, one of my favorite games of 2022. I still haven't played Elysium. Everyone loves that game. Of course, he's done Next Station London, Pioneer Days, Voyages, a fantastic roll and write, print and play that Rahdo and I play on his channel. Chocolate Factory always gets kudos and more. So Village Rails, that's another terrific game y'all should check out. Oh, he did Pray Another Day? Oh man, Pray Another Day is a fantastic party-ish game. I really like that one. Anyways, Next Station Paris. Is it route building? Yes, network and route building as well. And then this one actually, yeah, this is talking about the Summer Olympics. So thank you for that, Twin Flower. Their game of the summer. Okay, one of the other regulars in chat and someone I've met personally as well, AB Troop, played a bunch of stuff. Doom Imperium, Carpe Diem, Castle of Burgundy, one of my all-time favorites. Viticulture with the Tusky expansion, one of my all-time favorites. Gosh, I need to play games with AB Troop. The White Castle, and a bunch more. The one I wanted to highlight, though, another huge hit at Gen Con this year, Comic Hunters. Now, Comic Hunters, this game actually came out in 2020 in Brazil. It's all about collecting classic Marvel comics. And of course, it was in Brazil. Licensing issues are different out there. So it was okay to use all the Marvel stuff there. No way it was going to come out to the US. But Arcane Wonders worked with Spin Master. And, I just said no way. They said way. We can make it happen. So they talked to the Marvel lawyers and everything. They brought the game over intact with all those classic Marvel comic covers. I love that. I love the Marvel. I'm a Marvel guy through and through. And you will see Spider-Man. Was the Avengers? Was there a comic for the Avengers? Why aren't there? Okay, here we go. Click on that. Iron Man. Can we get bigger? Yeah. Iron Man, Black Widow. you're collecting comics. It's a set collection game, but there's like I think 3 or 4 different ways to collect the sets, like almost like mini games within the game. Captain America, Doctor Strange, etc. I think it's a brilliant game. The only thing is, and I was pretty bummed out about it, but the components aren't the best. Pretty thin stock cards. The tokens are paper thin. So what I did, and someone had mentioned this in the Discord community, they said they use Mod Podge. Is that what it's called? Michelle had some. I used it, and it gave this the tokens a nice thickness to them. They're still not great tokens, but I noticed over on Etsy, my buddy Dave, who does Game Foundry, he did his own 3D printed tokens that are awesome. So I'm going to be checking out some of those. I'll probably have to upgrade my game because a game that's good and what the awesome theme needs better components. So there was a line around the booth the entire time at Gen Con to get Comic Hunters, and it's funny because it released at like Barnes and Noble and Target. Well, Barnes and Noble for sure. So it's generally available, but they did have 2 Gen Con only promo cards at Gen Con. That's why people were lined up, and they were just generally hyped about the game because it's been hyped about for years now. And Comic Hunters, folks. So thank you for that, AB Trube. Hey, my buddy Oscar, the Oscar, finally played Kubitos. And I've been talking about this with Oscar for years now. He's a huge fan of Quacks of Quedlinburg, and I was telling him, yo, it's a John D. Clare game. It's Quacks, but with dice. What more could you want? He's like, oh, and he said it was fun and chaotic. I agree. I love Kubitos. And another person, oh man, that's a great photo. Is that Eric's photo? It is. Do I know Eric Yorko or do I know Eric Yorko? He does wonderful photos. It's the dice version where you have a set of dice every round. You're rolling. It's a race around a track. It's got these funny. It's a little. The theme doesn't do it all for me, but it's cute. It's fun. Little cubes running around a track. You're rolling dice, trying to hit the symbols, and as you do, you're going to get more dice to add to your collection. There, you're going to select a bunch and then roll them every round. And the first one across the track wins. Everyone takes an equal number of turns, and whoever's furthest past the finish line wins. Each dice has a different ability, which is great because you start with the basics, then you can mix and match. And there's an expansion out now. Someone in the Discord community said it's a terrific expansion. I can't wait to play this one again. I love Kubitos. Michelle and I played the heck out of this when it first came out. You know, just looking at it, I haven't played in a while. It's time to get this back to the table. It is terrific. Thank you, TVD, for continuing your sub. I really appreciate it, friend. Folks, if you're watching this YouTube, I record this live on Twitch, and we are being hosted on BGG. There are different maps here in Kubitos. The expansion has new maps as well. There's a little characters. There's the victory point tokens and the money tokens income. So good. John D. Clare knocked it out of the park with this one. I just wish the theme was not as... I feel like the theme and the name, Kubitos. Awesome game, awesome mechanics, awesome, somewhat so-so theme. I mean, I always look at the telvers like, is that SpongeBob SquarePants? But it's like, is that a cheese cube with later hose? I don't know. But anyways, don't let that fool you. It is fantastic. Thanks to Oscar for sharing that. Let's move on to our friend Dutch Yoda, excuse me, Dutch Yoda in the Discord, and also a fellow member of the TLN family, Tabletop Live Network. Dutch does a ton of work. We always call him the true MVP of TLN. He played Panda by Jolly Dutch and also Windmill Valley. I want to see what this Panda game is. Panda by Jolly Dutch. PA capital. Okay. Jolly Dutch Productions. Ooh. Create a safe environment in Giant Panda National Park to score the most points. Oh, I wonder if Amanda Panda has this game. Our friend Amanda Panda loves pandas, obviously, based on her name. Oh, look at this. Ooh, looks like a bunch of stuff going on. What is this game about? Let's go to the description. Panda is... Players build together the Giant Panda National Park, score the most points by playing prey cards in the park, and by strategically placing predator cards. Ooh, you score prey animal cards immediately, while predator cards score points at the end of the game. Okay, cool. I'm interested. I'm also interested in what else Dutch Yoda played. He played Windmill Valley. I have not played this, but folks, Windmill Valley, is it board and dice? It is board and dice, yes. The hot desire of the moment, Danny Garcia. Folks, I need to play this game. Do I have this yet? I don't have a copy of this yet, but I love Danny Garcia games. 45 to 90 minutes. Again, these are Euro games, but they're Euro games that don't take 2, 3, 4 hours. That's my jam these days. My tastes have changed over the years, and I love these type of games. Barcelona, Arborea, Windmill Valley. What's the other one he did? In Nico's Syndicate? I didn't know about that. Daitoshi. Okay, Barcelona was the big one, but people have been raving. Rahdo was, I think it was Rahdo raving about Windmill Valley, so I'm excited to play that. Thanks, Dutch Yoda. Let's go on to our friend Tommy Miller. Tommy, also one of the other people that placed loot on their list, but also a jest of Robin Hood. I had no idea this game existed. What is this about, Tommy Miller? It's a 2-player game. Okay, I'm interested. 45 to 90 minutes. Ooh, a little on, according to BGG, a little heavier in weight. Designer Fred Serval. Let's see what Fred has also designed. Fred is also designed. I do this in ranks, so like as far as like most popular, I guess. Okay, I don't recognize any of those games. I'm not familiar, but what is a Jest or Jest of Robin Hood? Second game in the regular conflict series. Okay, 2-player. Ooh, further adapting the coin system to depict peasant revolts, feudal tax collection, and so this is basically a war game. Oh, well, it makes sense. It's a GMT game. Okay, I'm stoked. I need to play this. I really want to try this. Look at entry point to the coin system using a 2-player. So coin system normally what 3 and up, right? 3 to 4 players, I guess. 2 players, I don't see that often, or I don't know if this must be a new series. So awesome! Thank you for that, Tommy Miller. Definitely would checking that out. All right, so those are the folks in the Discord community. We are recording this live, and I asked people live, folks, what have y'all been playing? So let's see what some of our chat is talking about. Let me bring up the chat window here. Gamer Ice Guy played a lot of Aqua Rove and the latest Bullet expansions. Ooh, nice. Noteworthy accomplishment solo game of the Gallerist. Very nice. Arc Nova for the first time solo on BGA. Nice, nice, nice. Let's talk about those Bullet expansions. Now, I played Bullet with Ferdinand over there. A couple of years ago, we did a live stream of it. I have not played the expansions. I know Ferdinand actually showed it to me, or we talked about it, but this is sort of like Candy Crush. You're trying to line up the different things, but it's got this really cool, combat heavy theme. It's bullets, and it's like the whole anime thing. Not totally for me, but I get it. But the puzzle of it is really fun. I remember there's all kinds of different abilities, and thankfully, I think Ferdinand and I, we played cooperatively because he's really good at the game. So I was like, can we team up? And I think we teamed up against the baddie, which was cool. But you can play cooperatively, you can play it 1v1 as well. There's different things. You know, Candy Crush, you're trying to line them up, they're going to move and stuff. Super, super cool. So I'm looking forward to playing again and also trying some of the expansions, seeing what the expansions brings. Okay, moving right along, we have a first-time chatter. Thank you, Robert California 2. They played Pan Am, Heat, New York Zoo, TTR, Rails and Sales, Ticket to Ride, and Honey Buzz. Nice. You know, Pan Am has been around for a while, and I need to play this because, number one, I love the theme. This has been around for 4 years now. I love the theme of the old school, airline character, like airline carrier, not character. But I love that they really went all in on the theme here, right? I mean, look at it. It's seriously like out of the 70s Pan Am flights. I believe it's a pick up deliver game, right? Aren't you picking up passengers and whatnot, or trying to travel around? Let's see. This says auction bidding, dice rolling. Okay, I'm down with that. It's got some worker placement. Ooh, worker placement. Okay. Okay, cool. I've heard this is one of those games. Was it Funko? No, Prosper. Yeah, Funko Prosper Hall. So I believe it's out of print, but copies are available out there. This one, players compete with Pan Am Airways and to build air travel empire. Outbid rivals for lucrative landing rights and so forth, blah, blah, blah. So it's more of an economic-based game, which I'm interested in. Very cool. Spans 4 decades of industry-changing historic events. Yeah, rest in peace, Pan Am, but very, very cool to see. Thanks for that, Robert. Dragon Gem played a slow board game month for them, but did play Merchants and Marauders this last Saturday. Hey, Merchants and Marauders, a classic, right? Merchants and Marauders, a classic pirate game. A bit heavier, and it's a longer game, which I don't know if I've ever gotten this to the table. Have I played this? No, I'm thinking Dead Reckoning, another pirate game. I love Dead Reckoning. John DeClaire game, of course, but Merchants and Marauders, this one still has a ton of fans. This one, I believe, it's an evergreen title. It's one of those that will not go away. Folks love, love, love Merchants and Marauders, and maybe one day I'll get to play. Corthane said gameplay the start of this month was Seaside and Aquarome. Hey, folks, I also do Ruel's wrap up. You can check the links below where I talk about the games and I rank the games that I played in the previous month. This one's actually for July and August because I missed a month. But so yeah, Seaside was terrific. I talk about that in that video. Lost Cities, Hive, Shut the Box, Enchanted Forest, and Get Bit. Hey, Get Bit. There was just a new version of this game released. This is one of the first games I got thanks to Will Wheaton's Tabletop. I remember Will playing this, and I thought it'd be fun to play with my niece and nephew, and sure enough, it was. It was a lot of fun. I've had my old copy, and I just got a new copy of this, so maybe I'll play this again sometime on the channel. I don't think we actually did play it on the channel, but you're just trying to outrun the shark, you and your fellow players or opponents. You have the little, oh, these are, okay, those are not it. Those are someone's 3D printed ones. But you have, in the original, you had like little robot characters, and this one you have the little swimmers. I guess they rethemed it where it's like little toys in a bathtub, so it's not as violent, or I guess, but basically the shark, whoever's at the end of the row, gets bitten by the shark and you lose a limb. And then once all your limbs are gone, you lost, right? There's a cute looking shark. So yeah, these are bathtub toys now in the new one. Not as violent as the original, which were like robots. And then the shark is biting the robots, which you can see in the background there. Anyways, it's hand management. You just play a card. Whoever has the highest will go first. They get to move their swimmer away. But if anyone ties, they do not move at all. So as you play your cards, numbered 1 through 6, I believe, you're going to lose those cards, and you're trying to manage, you can't always just play the highest ones all the time, right? But then when you only have like, I think 1 or 2 cards left in your hand, you pick up all your cards and you'll have your fresh deck again. Very clever game, very quick. Thanks to Will Wheaton for, showing so many of us that game and getting us in the hobby. That is Get Bit. Oh, what did I press there? Wrong button. Okay, so thanks for that, Corthane. Who else is in chat? TVivD got Sky Team, Tussie Mussy, Orchard, Cribbage, yay, Cribbage, Tucano, Velamino, Sea Salt and Paper, Hanma. Oh, so many good things. Hi, Jamie. I didn't see you. Hi, Jamie Daggers in the house, folks. We love Jamie. TVivD played Tussie Mussy, Sky. I got it, Sky Team. Was this, man, last year, probably my game of the year, wasn't it? I love Sky Team. Cooperative game. We were just talking about Pan Am. Maybe I just like playing games. I don't know. Maybe I was meant to be a pilot in another life. But this is a brilliant dice placement game, a cooperative game, but it gets rid of the problem of quarterbacking in co-op games because there's no communication. You're just rolling behind the screen. One player places a die, the other player places a die, and you're trying to unlock everything on the instrument board here, control panel. And if you do, you'll be able to land the plane safely. You got to get the flaps down, get the flaps up. Is it? Oh shoot, I don't know. Landing gear down. You got to get the right speed. You got to be on level and so forth. Absolutely brilliant game. And be sure to check out my channel, folks. I do a solo game of this. There's a super simple solo variant on BGG, and it works just fine. I think it's terrific. And Stacey Everdale's in the house. Hi, Stacey. Hope you're doing well. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, Eric's photography is iconic. I absolutely agree. Legally distinct SpongeBob. Why did I miss all these? I got so focused and zoned in on talking about these games. I missed some of these great messages. Folks, if you're watching on YouTube, I do this live on Twitch. Thanks, Stacey Everdale. They got Django. Let's Go to Japan, Nova Roma, Darwin's Journey, and Encyclopedia, name a few. I love Let's Go to Japan. Let's Go to Japan. I finally got my copy, and I got the deluxe bowls, ceramic token bowls, which I need to play. I did a solo run through, paid run through last year, the year before, but this game rocks. It is a tableau builder. Josh Wood had done previously Santa Monica, and I don't know what it is. Josh has just got something about tableau builders. He takes it to the next level. They are fantastic. And this one, you're literally putting together your schedule, your agenda for a trip to Japan. There's a really great backstory about that. Check out my solo video on my channel, and you'll hear all about the backstory about this. Basically, this is a tableau builder, some set collection, trying to get all the cool things to do. And it's got this nice little spatial element where you're trying to connect tracks, and you're using these train tokens to go from Tokyo to Kyoto and back. And you have to have enough to do that in order to do all the cool things on your trip. So good. And I remember the solo game, was really really an easy process. It didn't take up too much maintenance to do it. I love all the facts on the cards. Everything about Let's Go to Japan is a winner, folks. It is a banger, as they say. And Headbanging Maniacs in the house. Thanks for joining us. Okay, continue on here. I think that is going to be it for the show. I just talked about what you played. Be sure to click on the links below to see what I played and what I ranked in Ruel's wrap-up. And hey, do me a favor, hit like and subscribe, and come back next month. Actually, come back all the time, because I do run-throughs here on the channel. You can also find me on the Good Time Society channel every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific with Becca Scott. We do Good Morning Society. And every other Tuesday on the Rahdo Runs Through channel, where we do the R&R show and rank games and come up with a cool top 10 list, new one every show. So thanks again for watching, folks. This will be it for What You Played. We'll see you next time. Bye.